Hey Alex, it's me, Kaylin. How are you doing? I do that. I made that dramatic cut pause because I've gotten a lot of text messages and stuff from you at non-agreed upon times this week. And so I'm honestly, genuinely concerned about how you're doing because it doesn't seem like it's going well from the outside. And I want you to know that I love you so much and I'm holding so much space for you. And I'm going to continue to give you time and time again to try. Okay. To not text at the times you're not supposed to follow the agreements, and to honestly listen to and respect your parents and your friends when they're giving you honest feedback and setting healthy boundaries. That is my goal for you. My wish for you, my friend. I love you. And I'm going to ask you to try harder this next week, okay? To do better. You have to actually keep trying and do better. Okay? Because it's not fair to me either to have those text messages coming at me at not agreed upon times, because I don't want it to get to the place where you just can't have my number. I really don't want it to come to that, or I don't want to have to just block you. That would feel really, really icky for me because I genuinely appreciate our friendship and would like to be able to communicate with you in that way. All right. So much love, so much support, so much compassion, so much understanding. You have so much support in your life, Alex. There's so many people that love you and are trying to help you and want to see you succeed. So I don't know. There's no don't. Just be you. Just be love and just be light and make the best choices possible. Okay? Because like I said, there's so much love and support available to you. Oh, it's probably better we're still not meeting in person because I am still a bit snotty today. But so if my voice quivers, or let me grab my water just so I have it nearby. Oh. So let's focus on that meditation, that theme of support that we've been working with for the past few months since we started doing recordings for you. And we'll definitely do some sun salutations. And it sounded like you wanted more of those heart openers, the puppy pose and the thread the needle, and of course bridge. So we'll work all of that in for you. Okay. Before I forget, before we get started, the other thing I wanted to say was I super duper hope that you're giving your mother so much love today on Mother's Day, right? This is the day to celebrate her. She does so much for you. In terms of support and having conversation about the supports in your life, she is your number one advocate. She is your number one cheerleader. She does so much for you. And I just really hope in my heart of hearts that you are honoring her today and respecting her decision to have this be a recording so that you can be at the lake as a family. Okay. And it also meets my needs better, honestly, because I got to start this a half an hour earlier so I can be with my family for brunch afterwards. So really holding so much loving, compassionate space for your mom. And you know what? Also, let's dedicate this practice to your mom today. Right? What a better way to honor her than to commit this practice to her, send her this love and compassion and self-awareness that you're cultivating on the mat, and send it out to her in this healing, loving gesture. I think that is such a wonderful idea. We're going to add that to the practice too. All right, going on the fly, we got this. So coming to a comfortable seated position. Take some nice deep grounding breaths in and out of the nose. And actually, I want you to sit against the wall so you have that support and can feel in your body what that alignment looks like. So keeping the shoulders and the back of the head connected to the walls at all times, while also keeping those shoulders nice and soft. So getting set up in that position that you're. Then allow the eyes to soften or close. beginning to slow it all down. And those deep breaths in and out of the nose. And I'll try my best to do the Ujjayi breath so you can hear it. So I want you to connect to that deep Ujjayi breath before we even start our mindful meditation, anything like that. Let's start off by coming inward even farther with that Ujjayi ocean sounding breath. Continuing with that breath work. Taking a moment to observe the body to make sure that the head is over heart. The heart is over center, not tilting to one side or the other. Bringing everything into alignment with this Ujjayi breath to help you better connect to yourself at the source, your place of authentic love and compassion and trust. And from this place, this centered and grounded place, committing this practice to your mother today is a way to help soften the relationship, to bring health and healing, is a way to give back and say thanks for all that she does for you on a daily basis. Committing to an image of your mother in your mind's eye, showering her with love and compassion, thanking her for all that she does for you, and knowing that she is a part of a whole network of support that you have, but that it all starts from her. She is the one that has generated all this love and warmth and friendship in your life. All these people that love you and want to see you succeed. It's all thanks to her. Knowing that you've also played an equal role in being the amazing person you are, but she's afforded you these opportunities in which you've found these supports in your life. Taking a few more deep breaths here with the eyes softened or closed. Allowing those eyelids to flutter back open now, returning to the space around you. And inhale, drop the chin into the chest. And exhale to rotate the ear towards the shoulder, leaving a nice big space, keeping the heart still over the center here. It's just the head that's out of alignment right now. Making sure you're pressing into the wall behind you to keep you nice and sturdy. And rock the head gently back and forth here. Eyes could be softened if you want. Inhale to come up to center. Exhale to the other side. Pausing here for a few breaths. Letting those eyes soften or close. Oh, I really feel that. Did a lot of gardening this week. Moving rocks. Rocking the head gently back and forth. And then exhale to bring that chin into chest. Stretching out the back of the neck. Feeling that opening. Inhale to lift that gaze up towards the sky. Mouth can open. Oh, making sure you don't get any flies in your mouth. You may need to scooch away from the wall to do the head back, just a thought. And inhale to bring the head back to center. And just coming into some shoulder rolls on one side. Hand can come to the elbow, or it can be just whatever feels natural to you if you want to swim it. I'm digging the hand to shoulder right now, though. And reverse, going in the opposite direction. Opening up those shoulders. Oh, and then inhale, coming back to center, coming to the other side. Oh. Yeah, I hope this feels good for you. You've been saying you're having a lot of pain in the shoulders, and I'm hoping that as we've been talking about alignment and bringing alignment into your practice, like when I say alignment, I mean like sitting up nice and straight, or bringing your feet into alignment nice and straight, like facing each other parallel in some poses, and squaring hips. Like we've been talking a lot about the foundations of poses and breathing with you. And so I hope that that is helping you to move like on a regular basis out in the world, more in alignment, more balanced, just healthier and safer for your bodies. All right, reverse that direction if you haven't. I think I got a bit of a tangent there, sorry. And returning back to center, and then coming on to one side to come into that side twist. I'm going to keep my hand on my hips today, but you do whatever feels good for you, okay? Inhale to come up to center, and exhale to the other side. Keeping everything nice and simple and quiet. Got a lot of travel, a lot of excitement going on. I think today could just be a practice of quiet. Inhale to come back to center, and exhale to twist. Turn, looking out behind that back shoulder. Again, if you're still against the wall, you could scoot forward a few inches at this point, or even come to your mat. Because I don't know that we'll need the wall anymore at this point. And if we do, you can always go back to it. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist, looking over the opposite shoulder. Breathing deep here, using that inhale to lift and lengthen. That exhale to twist. Inhale to unwind. And then coming forward onto hands and knees. All right, here, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly down, open the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the chin into chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Knowing that these are movements you do all the time. How can you be super present right now? How can you move in a way that you experience this pose like you've never experienced it before? Then inhale, bring that spine nice and flat back to center at tabletop. And then I'm going to walk my knees back a little bit. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat. And exhale to soften and melt. you know, that doesn't feel good for me today. So you come into your puppy pose that you love so much, but actually right now that doesn't feel right to me. This does though. So I'm gonna do this. Inhale to slide the hands back under the shoulders, lifting back up to that tabletop pose. Ugh. And then inhale, lift that right hand towards the sky. And exhale, dive that right shoulder all the way down to the earth. Right side of the head to the earth. Left hand can stay where it is or walking it towards the front edge of the mat. Moving in a way that feels in harmony with your body right now. Remembering to send all that good juju to your mom while you're on the mat today. Inhale to return to center. Exhale to pause, coming into alignment. Inhale to lift the left hand towards the sky. Exhale to bring that left shoulder all the way to the earth. Right hand can stay where it is or work its way towards the top of the mat. Eyes can soften or close. Slowing it all down. Inhale to unravel, unwind, returning to tabletop one more time. And then exhale, bringing the knees together, the feet together. Melt those hips back and down, coming into child's pose. Pausing for 4 breaths. Breathing deep here. Option to rock the forehead side to side to give the brow line a little massage. And then when you're ready, inhale, slowly roll on up. Tuck those toes under. You know what, actually, let's skip that. I've already done that today. My feet are feeling sore. So coming to that tabletop, extend the right leg straight out and back. Exhale. Exhale to bend that knee, step the foot all the way up and through. Curl the back toes under. Bring that left foot up to meet the right. Ooh, and just soften and hang here for a moment. Oh. When you're ready, slowly rolling on up to a standing position. And let me just adjust the screen a wee bit here. So you get more of me standing in the picture. Fantastic. All right. So coming to stand nice and tall, we're going to do 5 sun salutations, my loves. I'm actually going to take my sweater off. Don't get too hot. All right, so coming to the front of the mat. I'm going to do these super gentle today because my body hurts so much from all of the gardening that I've been doing, right? So you do you, just as you always do. I might bring in a few different variations for myself that you're welcome to try out if you'd like to. All right, inhale, lift. Well, you know, coming into mountain pose first. Let's start with our foundation. So feet hip width distance apart. Both feet facing the same direction. Make sure that your feet are what we would call parallel, right? So the heels are the same distance apart as the front of your feet. So make sure they're not like this or like that, but straight. Okay, there's that alignment in the feet. Tilting the pelvis slightly forward. Connecting to those muscles in the belly, and then lifting and rising tall through the front and back body. Standing out tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale to soften the shoulders down the back body. Rotate those palms out. Coming in mountain. Now here's the question. Could Lisa push you over if she came to your shoulder right now? So just check in, pretend she's right there with you, testing you to see if you're in your mountain, strong and steady. And then from this place, knowing that you are loved and supported so much in this life. Inhale to lift the hands to the sky. Gaze follows. Exhale to dive all the way down to the toes. Inhale, flat back, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, back down, looking back to that belly button. Inhale to firmly bring the palms to the earth and step or hop back into plank. Exhale to slowly lower down to the ground, and then inhale to lift into an upward facing dog. Curl those toes under, lift the hips up and back, and come in to downward facing dog for 5 breath cycles. Inhale to step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to that nice flat back, gaze up ahead. Exhale back down to the toes. Inhale to bend those knees, lift and rise tall so the palms touch overhead. And exhale to slide it down to heart center. 1 down, 4 to go. Inhale to lift and rise. Exhale to dive. Inhale to look up above, straight ahead. Exhale to come back to that belly button. Step or hopping back into plank. Exhale to come down to the earth. Inhale to lift and rise. And exhale to come into the downward facing dog for 5 breath cycles. Step or hop back up to the front of the mat. Inhale to look straight above. Exhale to come back and look at that belly button. And then inhale to lift and rise to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath into the nose and out through the nose. 2 down, 3 to go. Inhale to lift and rise. Exhale to dive down to the toes. Inhale, looking straight above. Exhale to return back to that belly button. Stepping or hopping back into plank. Exhale to lower to the ground. Inhale to lift up into upward dog. Exhale, curl those toes under, lifting the hips up and back for 5 breaths in downward facing dog. Stepping or hopping back to the front of the mat. Inhale to look up above. Exhale to return back to the toes. And then an inhale to lift and rise. And an exhale to slide the hands down to heart center. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out through the nose. Remembering to commit this practice to your mom. All this good energy you're cultivating, send it out into the world to her. so she can receive your love and appreciation and thanks for all that she does for you. 3 down, 2 to go. Inhale to lift and rise. Exhale to dive on down to the toes. Inhale that flat back looking straight ahead. Exhale to come back to the toes. Inhale to step or hop back into plank. And exhale to slowly lower to the earth. Inhale to lift up to upward facing dog. And exhale, really push those hips up and back. Coming into downward facing dog. Stepping or hopping back up to the front of the mat. Inhale to look straight ahead. Exhale to come back to the toes. And then inhale to lift and rise. Exhale to bring it back to heart center. Allowing the eyes to soften or close. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. A deep breath out through the nose. Beautiful. 4 down, last one. So let's do that thing where we practice again, where you do the last one without cues, okay? Like where you're really practicing carrying it in a new way on your own, right? Well, on your journey to be a full yogi. I love, like a yogi teacher, I mean, or a yoga ambassador. Inhale to lift and rise. Exhale to dive. Oh, I did the same thing last time too. It's so hard to turn off the talking. All right, the rest is in silence, I promise. Bringing those hands back to heart center. Pausing for our breath cycle here, taking in the benefits, integrating, checking in with the body, and sending out that love and appreciation and good energy to your mother. Inhale to lift those hands up towards the sky. And exhale, the hands go one direction, the hips go the other. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale the other direction. Inhale to come back to center. And exhale, sinking back and down. Got you in a chair. Inhale to lift and rise. Let's do that whole little ditty one more time. Exhaling to the side. Make sure you keep that heart space open so it's not rounding forward here. And it's also not the hips go way out, right? That your own, from the legs, well, I guess from the legs down. So the twist is just up here, right? And then the hips get added in. I like that way. That's a good describer. First, you just move your top half and the hips stay, and then the hips go out. All right, inhale to center over, practice out on the other side. Do the top half first, and then the hips in. I'm keeping that heart space open. Back up to center. Ooh. Exhale, melting the hips back and down. Inhale to lift and rise. Oh, and And exhale to bring the hands down to the hips. Lift the knees straight out in front of you. And we're actually going to do some knee circles here. Yeah, it can be tricky with balance here. So I'm actually like right on the edge of one of the wooden boards. It's not very sturdy. There we go. And it can help to find that focal point on the wall in front of you. And then a reverse, opposite direction, cultivating that balance in the body. On the sweet spot. All right, bringing that other foot down, really pressing into the sole of that foot so that the hips aren't going out. So if I don't press into my foot, my hips are off to the side, but when I press into my foot, brings it all into alignment, one big line of energy. Inhaling that knee up and doing some knee circles, working on balance, Alex. The request and the waiting, that's the balance. Reversing, going in the opposite direction. One more circle here. Exhale to bring it all to the ground. Just pummel the hips a little bit. Ultra good. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Coming back to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift and rise. And exhale to dive all the way down to the toes. Inhale, bring those hands all the way to the earth. Step that right knee, bring it back and down. Step that left knee, bring it back and down. And exhale to mountain to child's pose for 4 breaths. Good work, Mamacita. Inhale to slowly rise on up. Now have a sip of water before we continue on. You're welcome to do the same. Bringing those feet right on in front of you. Practicing a bit more balance here with boat pose. So inhale, bringing those hands to the back of the thighs and finding that nice flat back here. And then picking those feet up. So if I pick the feet up and I start to round, it's no bueno, okay? So it'd be better to bring the feet lower and find that nice flat back. You know, when we talk about alignment, we talk about things hurting in your body, it's keeping that nice flat back. That's what's going to help your body start to feel better and to heal. And it will take some time. So finding something you can sustain with integrity, either keeping the hands on the back of the thighs or bringing the hands out side to side. Exhale, drop those feet down, hug those arms around the knees and bring the head to the forearm. Come here. Come say hi. You gotta be careful though, okay? We got a puppy. His name is Juggish. Okay. I don't know if I can. We'll do yoga with puppy for the rest of the time, okay? Because he's in the house now. So inhale, come back to that boat pose one more time. And exhale to land it down. Soften and round into your own little love cave. All right. Then laying yourself all the way down, soles of the feet flat on the earth, palms down, and slowing it down, Alex. Don't go into the full extension yet, okay? Because we're gonna lift the hips a few times. Up. Ready? So inhale to lift the hips up. Exhale to soften them down. Inhale to lift the hips up. Exhale to soften them down, making sure you're pressing into the feet and the shoulders here. Inhale to lift the hips up. Exhale to soften them down. And then one more time. This is where we're going to come in and inhale, lift, and hold. Tucking that chin into chest. Or coming into that full expression of bridge. Whatever's going to suit you. Whatever's going to make your body feel good. And then exhale, soften those hips down. Beautiful. Bringing the feet to be the width edge of the mat and windshield wipering the legs side to side. And then inhale, bring the right foot up and over the left thigh, making that figure 4 shape. And then kick that left foot up off the ground so that the shin is parallel to the earth. And then interlace the fingers behind that left thigh. Breathing deep here for 4 breaths. Exhale to soften that left foot down. Unwind that right leg and then inhale to lift that left foot, draping the ankle across that right thigh. Inhale to lift that right foot up and then interlace the fingers, grab back behind that right thigh. Soften and pause here for 4 breaths. Sending all this loving energy to your mama bear, your mama san, your mama llama. Inhale, take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale back out the nose and then slowly bring that foot back to the earth. Unravel those legs. Give us a time check real quick. Oh, we're perfect. Okay. Inhale, hug those knees into the chest. Gently rocking side to side. And then extend both legs straight out, arms out and up overhead. Inhale, stretch, 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 stretch. Take a full body stretch here, keeping that neck in alignment. So gaze straight up while doing this. And exhale to soften everything. Inhale, take up that stretch again. Nice big stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale to soften everything. And then inhale, lift those feet up towards the ceiling here. I believe this was one of the poses that you're working on with Lisa. And remember, you can scooch the tush up a little bit and put the hands underneath, keeping those feet nice and active. The hands here tilt the pelvis, making it easier to keep those feet lifted longer. Inhale, hug those knees in to chest, gently rocking side to side. Feeling really loving and gentle and compassionate with yourself. Accepting all the love and support that you have in your life. Kicking those feet up, grabbing the outer edges of the feet and coming into happy baby pose. Gently rocking side to side and preparing for your Shavasana here. Extending those legs straight out, palms up towards the sky. Taking nice deep breaths. Letting everything soften. Feeling the full support of the earth beneath you. Sealing off this practice here with this final resting pose. And imagine yourself sending this whole package in a present, wrapping it all up, making it look beautiful, and giving it to your mother for Mother's Day. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes. Taking any last stretches that would just feel super nourishing to you. Ooh, really nice. Rolling onto one side here. Oh, pausing here for a breath cycle. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And inhale. Just slowly make your way up towards a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Using an inhale to bring the hands to heart center. And closing our practice with 3 ohms. Om. my wish for you on this day and every day that follows is peace of body, peace of heart, and peace of mind. Namaste. Oh, Alex, I hope you enjoyed this practice. I'm clearly already getting text messages from you. So when you watch this, I would just want you to know that I don't do last minute changes. Okay. So the last message I received yesterday said that this was the plan. So if you were trying to change the plan, I apologize, but that's not going to happen the night before or the day of. I was asked to do this. And so this is what I did. Okay. So I hope that's enough for you. I hope it can be enough for you. Okay, my friend, because I genuinely love you. And I want you to be doing well. I don't know if I should even look at them. Yeah. So, and just to be clear also that like your mom had requested that we do remote because you're at the lake house. So you asking me to do something different than that, like saying that that's what you want to do, like that makes me uncomfortable. Okay. You're putting me in the middle of your relationship to disregard a request your mother has made. And that's like asking to have me put your mom, ask me to talk to your mom about putting your name in your phone and stuff. Like, it's just not appropriate. I don't want to be in the middle of your relationship. Okay. So it's the same with these scheduled recording sessions or Zoom sessions or live, right? Like it takes a lot of time and energy to coordinate, and that is our plan. Okay. So I love you. Hope that you found peace in your practice. And I will see you Wednesday, right? Pretty sure I'll pick you up and see you Wednesday. Okay. Bye. Have an amazing day.